Hello, good morning. It's a great honor to be here. My name is Matthias Anders'ın from Qlik. I'm responsible for the EMEA Center of Excellence at Qlik. It's like the good old conversations, hey, when did you start your Qlik journey? My version was QlikView version 9. So I'm with Qlik now for 12 years. So I made, maybe as some of you, the similar journey from a one-product company now to a full-blown data integration and analytics company. It's a pleasure to be here. Yesterday evening, we even figured out with the BI technology team that even though I'm coming from Germany, there might be some things that we have in common. Maybe one thing is the passion about football, so I'm supporting Borussia Dortmund. That's my favorite club. It actually has even a good history with Turkish football players. The first one was Erdal Keser in the 80s. Currently, we have Emre Can and Salih Özcan in our squad. But there's one thing that you really need to tell me, because in 2016 we got very excited. There was this promise that we're going to get the Turkish Messi. What we get was, help me, yeah, Emre Mor. Emre Mor was the name, yeah, so now he's playing in the Turkish league, and was quite an experience, but yeah, that's maybe what we have in common. So yeah, today, I'm going to guide you through our current offering, show you hopefully some great and interesting things. Of course, we need to start with a legal disclaimer, because I will also integrate some parts of our roadmap, which might be interesting for you. Maybe also the integration of Talend and the existing Qlik portfolio might be something that it's interesting for you. I have this as well. And yeah, of course, I mean, this is the baseline. Last year, there was a lot of uncertainty. There was a lot of challenges that lots of customers have been facing. We had the end of the pandemic, lots of instability. We had these geopolitical conflicts that were raising, and no one was really knowing, okay, what's going on next? What kind of challenges will be next? This year, we are a bit more certain, because we can accept there's a recession, we have inflation, we have this conflict in the Ukraine. But this is just another example. You know, what do we need to face? We don't know what's there tomorrow. So what we can learn from this is that we need to change fast as a company and adapt to the changes that we are facing. So this is basically a study about, okay, what do those companies have in common that succeed in those challenging times? So this is like, where do those companies invest, and when they're still going to try to be successful? So first of all, those companies are data-driven. They invest in data and analytics as their #1 priority, because they understand data is the foundation to be successful. They even adopt AI, and you know, generative AI is all over the place, and yes, it's part of the agenda today as well. But you know, I'm pretty sure you're also in the position like, okay, I need to understand how this can really bring benefit to my organization. Last week, I've been visiting an SAP community conference in Germany for 3 days, and I've seen a lot of presentations from SAP, and you know, AI was all over the place. One thing that I can tell you, and lots of things that you're going to see even later today in the presentations, the stuff that we are delivering today is something that SAP has on its roadmap for next year. So we are delivering since years on this, and SAP is trying to catch up. Yeah, and of course, you know, resilient. Resilient is also important, because there's those companies who succeed. They are performing better. They have been in the position to raise their EBITDA by 10%. Other companies dropped by 15%, so we have a gap of 25% here. So super important to invest in data. So what we're going to cover today, I'm going to inform you a bit about the platform strategy. So what is our priorities? How does Talend fit into the picture? I'm going to share some of the data integration highlights and also data analytics highlights, and also some demos. If everything works fine, let's see how the demo gremlins support me. But I just forgot one thing. I need your help now, because you see those green signs that you have on your table. If you can do me a favor and just raise the signs, because marketing asked me to have a selfie in front of the crowd. So if you can just raise those green signs that you have on your table so they can see a bit of the energy in the room. And take a picture here. Thank you very much. All right, so what are we focusing on? What is our priority for 2023 and of course continued? So on the left-hand side, you're going to see that we are investing in three main areas. Analytics, of course, it's still our core business, right? And analytics is, and also data integration, they are part of the cloud platform, and we have one single platform that is supposed to support all the different use cases. So these are the three key investment areas. One very important thing, and I know this because I'm working in several different regions throughout EMEA, and I've heard that even in Turkey, the cloud adoption might not be in the same stage like in other companies, or maybe like US companies would like to see it, right? So cloud first is our strategy, but very important, it's not cloud only, right? So we are still investing into the client-managed stack, and we're going to see some latest news from the client-managed releases as well. Of course, we want to bring you as a customer in a position that you are able to adopt our cloud services. What does it mean? So we are offering a public cloud service, but you might see challenges, for example, connecting client-managed on-premise data sources to your system. We have been releasing data gateway technology this year, which allows a lot of companies to access their on-prem data and make use of it in the cloud. But there will be a lot of more stuff. Best in class, I mean, this is our, let's say, mantra. So we want to be the leading analytics vendor. We want to have a modern data fabric that relies on this. Data fabric is the key word for, especially for the talent integration, because combining all the capabilities, we're going to see that we end up in a modern data fabric. Of course, we want to selectively make use of AI, machine learning technologies, to bring you in a position to get greater value out of the analytics applications. And last but not least, of course, we want to reach more users. It must be more simple for you to adopt, to increase the number of users, and of course, to allow more people to bring value from, get value from our solutions. Maybe you've heard from the news this new word, stage. So this is basically, let's say, marketing initiative where we actually said, okay, everyone is talking about AI these days, but we are now in a position that, knowing that we are delivering on AI since years, we need to shout out loud to the market what we are doing. And if you go to our website, you're gonna find this page. You're gonna find lots of references about use cases that our customers have already been implementing based on AI technology. So I can definitely recommend you to have a look at this, but again, later we're going to have a dedicated slot which is only focused on AI, so I don't want to steal the thunder for the colleagues. That's an overview of the platform. Some of this might be familiar to you, especially the stuff which is over here. You're going to see the new topics with this red plus sign. This is actually what Talend is adding to our portfolio. So data connectors, SAP integration I'm going to focus on later today as well. Replication, CDC streaming, this is something that we already had in our portfolio. But what now comes in with Talend is a great variety of SaaS application connectors. You maybe have heard from the Connector Factory, which is basically our approach of rapidly releasing new connectors to cloud-based systems to widen the usability of the platform. ETL, data transformation, was something which is like more a traditional approach, which we really have not been focusing on in the past. We now have the capabilities with Talend and can easily combine the Talend stack with our solution. Data preparation, it's noted on the left-hand side, but you're also going to see this in the analytics side. So we're really going to focus on integrating the data preparation capabilities of Talend into the analytics journey so that we are in a better position to have self-service data preparation use cases in the platform. Actually, the product manager of Talend, responsible for data preparation, is now part of our analytics business unit, which actually underpins my statement here. Quality and governance, super important. So we need to better understand, not only move the data from one place to the other and do analytics, but you need to be in a position to understand, what is my data? What is the quality, right? Do I have processes in place to support data quality? So concepts like data stewardships, this is possible now with the Talend acquisition. Of course, you know, I'm pretty sure that lots of you might be using Qlik Analytics products. I'm talking a lot of data integration because this, you know, Talend acquisition is new, but we are in the same speed and same investment on the analytics side as well, and you're going to see lots of innovations over there. Okay, so let's focus on some of the data integration highlights. So our task is really to So our task is really to have one modern data fabric that supports all the existing data integration use case. We want to move data, we want to automate data warehouses, data lakes, and deliver data quality capabilities on top of this. So finally, we want to have a comprehensive, best-in-class solution. We are now in 3 Gartner Magic Quadrants in the leader segment. Actually, it's not true. It's not 3. It's even 4, because one of our partners is delivering a solution called process mining, where they are leader in the Gartner Magic Quadrant, and it's solely based on Qlik Analytics technology. So, best in class. So we want to support you. We want to still give you the possibility to be agile, because agility, coming back to the original topic, in those uncertain times, agility is key. Modern data fabrics need to be easily adjustable for new recommendations. You need to easily onboard new data sources, all this kind of stuff. And of course, we need to be cloud agnostic. So we're still going to be cloud agnostic. You can choose your hyperscaler of choice. You can choose your data source, your data target of choice, and we're going to support all of them. And of course, enterprise grade, focus on security, compliance, trust, all this kind of stuff where our technology is built on. Some of the top use cases, if you look at, for example, real-time data movement, why do you need this? You need this for example, cloud migration. You want to uplift client-managed data into the cloud. You want to prepare data for analytics. You want to do this in a real-time way. Then you need real-time data movement for this. Data warehouse, data lake modernization or automation. You rapidly need to build those structures, not this traditional approach, where you have those projects which last for months and years. You build up a very developer-centric structure. This is not our approach. We want to have agile and automated data warehouse and data lakes. Data quality prep, cleansing, API creation, operational transformation, that's the stuff that Talend is adding to the platform, and you're going to see a lot of innovations over there as well. Yeah, so this is where we actually are excited about. So the number of connectors that we have been releasing this year is amazing. I guess it's over 60 connectors that we have been releasing only this year, and this is running on a monthly basis. Every month, you're going to see 10, 20 new connectors which are added to the platform. And one next big thing is even third-party data transformation. Within the cloud, we even support now the capability of using, let's say, third-party data lending technologies like Informatica or even Talend, which has been third-party for us. But now we're going to lift this up to a new capability, which is then called data transformation, so that you can even choose your data transformation tool of choice, even if it's not Qlik. And of course, data quality and governance as the main principle as well. All right, so I prepared a small demo for you so that we can look at it and see how you can get value from it. And I guess now we need to switch to the other screen. Do I need to do anything? Colleagues are working on it. One second, okay. So I've heard that a lot of you are also dealing with SAP as a data source. So it's an important brand even in the Turkish market. That's good. So I'm also an SAP expert. I'm working with lots of SAP customers around the globe. And what we have done in the SAP space is just amazing. You know, of course, we always had this strong integration from an analytics standpoint, but with Attunity, we have been adding all those data integration capabilities on top of SAP as well. So I'm now in the Qlik Cloud Data Integration section of Qlik Cloud, and I'm just opening an existing project. So what you're going to see here is need to move it around, okay. That's difficult now, for whatever reasons. Okay, so it's pretty small. I'm trying to enlarge it a bit. So this is the pre-built pipeline. You're going to see an S/4HANA system connected here. We are loading several different types of fact data and also master data into it. We have a pre-built modeling path. So what you see at the end, there's a data warehouse section, and you even have data marts for each and every, let's say, business line. We have order to cash, procure to pay, inventory management, finance. Everything is there, and everything is pre-built. So whatever you do, so for example, if I click on this, what you're going to see is pre-built models. And this is now really difficult. Yeah, so this is what you're going to see here. So you do have predefined fact models, in this case for account receivables. All the master data tables are connected to it, so you can just use it, connect analytics on top of it, and you're ready to go. Nothing else to prepare. I am really a big fan of the German field names in SAP, for good reasons, right? You might not be a big fan. So everything is here, so we have a business-ready translation of those field names, so it should be easily consumable for you. And now I'm trying to switch this back because otherwise it will be very difficult. All right. Good. So this was just this small demo. What we're also going to see for data integration, what's coming next. Talend integration, of course, it will be tightly integrated into the existing Qlik Cloud solution. We're going to onboard them on this new capacity license model that we have for QDI, more cloud sources, data, third-party data transformation, automated transformation, data preparation capabilities, auto-classification in the catalog. We're going to see lots of catalog improvements. Maybe some of you know that we already have 2 catalogs with Qlik. Now we have 2 more with Talend. That's great. But of course, there needs to be a consolidation of so that we can find the best catalog solution for moving forward. All right, data analytics. As I said, we are not discontinuing anything, so we are heavily investing into analytics, and this will pay out definitely for you as a customer. AI, of course, is one of the biggest investment areas. But of course, what we really see, and I can again refer to the conference, for the SAP conference last year. When I look at a dashboard in SAP Analytics Cloud, for example, it's nothing else than a, let's say, colored report, nothing else. You can't really do anything in it. And you can't repeat it often enough. The capabilities that our analytics engine brings to the end users is much more advanced compare to any other solution out there in the market. You have the freedom to explore the data. You can slice and dice the data in whatever direction you want. This is not possible with those solutions. And of course, AI is an accelerator for us. We're going to use AI again to accelerate the experience of creating applications, of finding insights into the data. That's a consistent and constant investment that we have. And of course, next thing is not only finding those insights, but then take action on those insights. Integrating automation, integrating AutoML into the analytics flow to provide a better experience here. So the top use cases maybe remain unchanged. So we have augmented, this means the combination of AI and traditional analytics, AutoML and predictive, alerting, automation, embedded. Embedded is something that might be a bit of undiscovered by some of you, but it's really powerful to embed existing QlikSense dashboards into other systems. For example, CRM systems, process management systems where analytics might be needed by the users. You can easily embed our technology into those places. And of course, last but not least, visualizations and dashboards. And we have seen a lot of improvements throughout this year, and this will continue over the next years. So what's coming? Again, AutoML enhancements. We are improving the visualizations. We have been releasing so many different chart types this year, the ability to customize those chart types. We're going to see an Excel author report functionality at the end of this year. Data preparation, as I said, will be part of the portfolio as well. So we're going to see more self-service, more robust, enterprise-ready self-service data preparation capabilities. And yeah, Insight Advisor enhancements, this is basically consistent. Fine-grained security, especially in the cloud, especially interesting when you're moving from client-managed existing concepts to the cloud. Custom-managed keys so that you can apply your own keys to encrypt your data, and that you are in charge of the data is a very important thing for customers moving into the cloud as well. We have been announcing 2 new cloud regions throughout this year. One is in Germany and one is in London. So this is not the end of the story. We are constantly evaluating the regions, and we are collecting the experience from exposing those new cloud regions. So I'm pretty sure we're going to see new regions throughout next year as well. A new feature that has been released, I guess, last week or 2 weeks ago, we now have an in-product support chat. So if you have an issue, you can directly use the product functionality to get in touch with our support and create a ticket within the product. All right, so just a brief overview about what has been happening a few months ago. So we basically consolidated all the styling options, so the advanced styling options. Some of you coming from QlikView to QlikSense might have missed some of the properties in the sub-menus when you right-click into the QlikView desktop authoring experience. This is basically now all available. And you have hundreds of properties that you can customize for really pixel-perfect approaches to design QlikSense applications. There's a new filter pane. We have this new straight table that you're going to see, that you see down there, where you can easily explore. You can flexibly choose dimensions and measures from this pick list. This is how it could look like. It's like a mock-up about the data preparation capabilities from Talend, and we're going to see this later this year. This is one maybe very important thing, the so-called new layout container object, because we acknowledge that we are doing this self-service application building and sheet generation, but at some cases, customers really want to have pixel-perfect dashboards. And it's quite hard in QlikSense. You need some CSS skills and web development skills to achieve this. This new container object allows completely different experience. I'm going to show you just a few examples. So this is an example based on the early access version of this container object. Actually, what you're going to see is it's a QlikSense dashboard, that's true. But actually, this is one object that you can just drag and drop to the canvas. You can define your own template here. You can have fine-grained structures. You can even have a layer concept so that you're showing and hiding stuff which is in a different layer, and provide even more custom analytics which might really then be the last missing piece on the migration journey from QlikView to QlikSense. It's now going to be added to the product. This is another example based on the layout container, which shows great dashboard design. And again, there will be a template approach. There will be a community plugin where partners, customers can share their dashboard authoring templates with others. You can download them, import them, and really start dragging and dropping your objects into the structure. Yeah, to wrap it up, so again, our goal is to create this modern data fabric, integrating Talend products with our existing solution. You're going to see a lot more about AI-powered analytics. There are a lot of use cases out there. There's this other slot later today. Of course, everything is going to be cloud agnostic. Again, cloud first, but not cloud only. So we are respecting the fact that lots of customers still leverage this client-managed strategy. And that basically wraps up. Thank you very much.